Lesson number 7. Our village, our city. This picture shows a village and a city. Study the picture carefully. Learn about the differences between a city and a village based on the following points: houses, dress, means of transport, industry, facilities. Apart from these, list the things you have seen in the city and the village. Can you tell which of the things in these pictures are produced on a farm? Whereas, can these things be obtained? Which articles in the picture are produced in a factory? Whereas, can you find these articles? For what purposes do we need these things? Which means of transport are used to move these goods to urban and rural areas? Grains, vegetables, milk, etc. come from villages. Bicycles, toys, books, etc. come from the city. Farming implements, cloth, medicines, automobiles, soaps, glass, light bulbs, etc. are made in factories. Factories are mostly situated near the city. People living both in cities, both in villages and cities use all these things. Thus, rural and urban people are dependent on each other for their needs. Means of transport and communication are necessary to fulfill the needs of the people. Earlier, there was a big difference between the city and the village. Now, this difference is reducing. The facilities available in cities are now becoming available in villages as well. Means of transport. As man's needs increased, he invented new means of transport. Earlier, goods were transported by animals like bullocks, elephants, camels, horses, and donkeys. Next, vehicles such as bullock carts and horse carts were used. Then, ships, automobiles, and trains were invented, followed by aeroplanes. Thus, transport became faster. Can you tell? Column 1 below shows various means of transport. Column 2 shows what they travel on. Make the correct pairs. Nowadays, transport facilities are available in most villages and cities. Study the map of your district to find out which transport facilities and which famous places are found there. Complete the activity based on the map given over leaf. Make friends with maps. Brihan Mumbai, major roads, railways and famous places. Find the airport shown on the map. Circle its symbol. Draw a box around the names of the national park and the caves shown on the map. Draw a box around the symbols of the famous places that you know. Color the symbols of three famous places in southern Brihan Mumbai. Write their names in the box. Trace the railway route from Sain to Thane in a different color. Can you tell what is grandfather reading? What is Thai using to find some information? What is grandmother watching? Dada is listening to songs. What has he put in his ears to do this? What is father using to speak to someone? Who is at the door? What is mother taking from him? We commonly use things like letters, computers, mobile phones, newspapers, TV, music players, etc. All of these are used as means to send and receive information and messages. All these are means of communication. Dialects. Man uses language to talk to each other and to communicate his thoughts to other people. The same language is spoken in different ways in different regions. The pronunciation of the words changes with the region. Words from other languages enter our language. It is influenced by other languages. In this way, different dialects of the same language form in different regions. For example, Irani, Malwani, and Varhadi are some dialects of the Marathi language. Marathi is the state language of Maharashtra. Do you know in the olden days, means of sending messages were not very advanced. In those days, information was communicated by different means. Sometimes trained pigeons were used for this purpose. A message was sent by writing it down on a piece of paper or cloth. and tying the piece to the bird's leg. What's the solution? Services like mobile phones, telephones, and computers are not available in the area where Rohan and Rupali live. They need to send a message to their relatives in another town. How will you help them to send their message? Always remember, recently there has been great development in the means of transport and communication. However, increased use of these means has also led to an increase in pollution. Therefore, everyone should use them carefully. What we have learned: the interrelationship between cities and villages, means of transport and communication, the need for means of transport and communication, transport facilities, and famous places in our district and taluka. Thank you.